Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven, and I'm just going to throw this video together really quickly for you guys to show you how I'm going to do this new hair experiment. And what I'm going to be trying to do in this video is ombre my wig, which you guys are looking at right now. This is Tatiana. This is the same wig from the first ever time that you guys heard me talking about a wig. Some people have been getting confused, wondering if I've been making new wigs with new hair. Nope, I've only ever had one set of hair. That's it. It's the same set of hair. I've had this for several months now, and this hair is not really meant to last for several months. That is why it's starting to get tangly and frizzy, and it's starting to get a little bit matted. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but I hope that you can see that it's kind of dry and frizzy. And it's kind of, if you see it from far away, it looks okay, but if you were to touch it, it feels very dry. It almost feels synthetic now, and it is just not in the best shape. So I'm pretty much done wearing it, but since it's here for me to experiment with, I'm going to practice ombreing it. So I went to Sally Beauty Supply and I bought some cream developer, which is by Clairol, and this is what it looks like. I bought 30 volume cream developer. I bought a high volume because I really want to lighten the hair quite a bit at the bottom. Then I bought BW2, also by Clairol, for the powder lightener, and these are the two products that you have to mix together in order to lighten hair. So I got these two things from Sally Beauty Supply. This was about $5. This was about $4 each. I got 2 packs just because I'm just experimenting, but hopefully if this goes well, I'm going to be doing the same process on some new hair if I ever get some new hair. But I just wanted to practice on this old crusty hair just in case I mess up. So as you can see, it's very frizzy, very dry, but I'm just going to use this as my guinea pig to practice ombreing some hair. So I'm all set up outside because my mom actually got herself some Brazilian hair and she was going to lighten it as well. So she did a little test piece, which is right here, and I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it lightened up quite a bit, and she only used a 10 volume developer, which is not supposed to be that strong, but it lightened up really far with just 20 minutes of leaving on a 10 volume developer. I'm using a 30 volume developer. Anyways, the whole point of this is that when she was doing her test strip, the smell was so strong, so I brought all my stuff outside to my backyard so that I wouldn't die from the fumes. And so what I'm going to do is I've already put a towel down on our patio so I don't get anything on our nice stone patio. I'm going to need another towel to cover this little table with, but I'm just going to show you my supplies. So I'm using this glass bowl to mix things in. I have the little dye brush, which is available at Sally's. I have a little plastic spoon I'm going to mix with. I have some scissors just if I need to open anything. I have this little dye container, which I also got from Sally's. I have plastic gloves because it is really not good to get this stuff on your hands. And then, of course, I have my powder lightener and my 30 volume developer, which, like I said, my mom used 10 volume developer, and it got her hair really light. So I'm kind of scared of how strong this developer is going to be. But I also have some aluminum foil if I decide to foil up my hair. I'm not sure if I am or not yet. And then, of course, I have my hair, which I washed and conditioned and untangled it because you don't want to start on dirty, tangly hair because that is just asking for trouble. So I went ahead and washed it, and hopefully you guys can kind of see it's kind of shady over here, so the lighting's not great. But I detangled it, so she's in much better shape than she was when I first showed you. And she's still a little damp. I towel dried her, and she's been sitting outside in the blazing Texas sun for a while, so she's starting to dry a little bit. I don't think she needs to be completely dry to do this, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it, even though she's a little bit damp. So I just wanted to show you guys a really good before picture. So this is my wig before. As you can see, after being washed and conditioned and untangled, it has brought some life back into her. She looks more shiny and healthy. She's still a little bit damp, but she really does look a lot better. So as you guys can see, I've let the hair kind of air dry out in the sun for a little bit while I went to go fix my phone. And so she's pretty much completely dry. And just from washing and conditioning her, she really looks so much better. So hopefully if this ombreing thing works out, then maybe I can actually wear her for a few more days or even a few more weeks, because it seemed like the conditioner that I used really worked. And I just used a cheap Suave conditioner, but what I did was I put some argan oil into the conditioner and mixed it up. So basically I conditioned her with argan oil, which I am in love with that stuff even for my own natural hair. It just makes your hair so much shinier and softer. It tames flyaways, and I just love it. So it seems like that has really done the trick on this old scraggly hair. So hopefully if this ombreing thing works out, I can actually wear it. So now I'm going to mix up the developer, which is right here, Clairol 30 volume developer, and I'm going to take the powder lightener. I'm going to do equal parts, so 1 ounce to 1 ounce, and I'm going to mix this up into my glass bowl. Going to make sure I have my gloves on. Going to mix it up with my plastic spoon, and then I'll be right back. Here I am mixing up the lightener with the developer, and you just want to do equal parts, so I'm mixing it up really, really good. and I kind of just eyeballed it. The package had 1 ounce of lightener, so I kind of just eyeballed out 1 ounce of developer to match that, and I'm just mixing it up in this little glass bowl. I didn't even know how much to make because I don't know how much covers how much hair or anything like that, but like I said, I just eyeballed it and filled up the bowl. So hopefully this will be enough, but I guess we'll see. I didn't know whether I wanted to put it in this bowl and use the brush or put it in my container right there and squeeze it out. I went ahead and did the bowl method, but I might want to switch over. We'll see. So this looks like it's pretty mixed up, and the fumes are really just horrible. I'm glad I'm doing this outside. Otherwise, if I was in a small bathroom, I would probably already have passed out by now. So I tried hanging the hair off the edge of the table, but the head kept falling down when I would tug on the hair. So I kind of laid the hair out across the table so that I could just do it down on the table like this. So I just have the head at the end of the table and then let the hair trail behind it. But I realized that I probably should have put some foil underneath it instead of doing it straight onto this towel. Even though this is a trash towel, I think it would be better to do this against foil than a towel. So I'm going to switch that out real quick. But I just started on the ends because I want the ends to be the lightest. So I'm letting those start to lighten up first, and then I'm going to work my way up. But I'm going to switch out the towel for some foil so I don't ruin everything. So I covered the very tips of the hair with the solution, as you can see, and I let it sit for about 5 minutes. I'm letting the tips sit first because I want them to get the lightest, so I'm going to let it sit, move up, let it sit, move up, let it sit, move up, and I'm not even sure how far I want to go up. I know I'm not going to go up to the very tip top because I still want my natural hair to be able to blend at the top, so it still needs to be dark for a certain amount of length. I don't think I'm going to go up that high, but now I'm ready to move up, so I'm going to add some more. And it has been a total of about 45 minutes of the developer or the bleach or whatever sitting on the hair. It's been about 45 minutes total, I think. So I'm going to unwrap the hair from the foil and we are going to see if it has lightened up. And it looks like it has lightened up to a nice, pretty, kind of coppery, honey blonde color. I don't know if you guys can really see, but you can tell that the ends are definitely lighter than the top. And I'm not sure how well I did of distributing it evenly through the hair, so it may not be an even color, but maybe it'll give it kind of an effortless feel, maybe more of a natural, more beachy feel than having it just be a perfect gradient. So we'll just try to work with it. So I'm gonna go and rinse it out and condition the hair once more, and then we're gonna see what it looks like when it's wet. I wanted to show you the conditioner that I use. This is the conditioner that I use. It's just Suave Naturals Juicy Green Apple Conditioner. It's like one of the cheapest conditioners you can get at like drugstores. But what I did was I poured some of my argan oil into here and mixed it up just to kind of amp it up a little bit. And argan oil really helps with hair. I love it. So I have the hair hanging off the edge of the tub, and as you can see, the ends look somewhat lighter. I mean, this is bad lighting, but the ends look somewhat lighter than the rest of the top of the hair, which is right here, but it doesn't look very blonde at all. And it actually looked like it got darker once I rinsed it, but maybe that's just because the hair is wet. Maybe when the hair is dry, it'll look lighter, but right now it looks pretty dark, so I'm kind of disappointed. But we'll see. So I'm going to rinse the conditioner out and then kind of towel dry the hair and bring it out into the sunlight so we can see whatever it looks like. So here we have the wig in my room. Let's try to get some better lighting. There we go, in natural lighting. And I'm towel drying it right now before I put it on the mannequin and untangle it. But as you can see, it is ombre. Like, it's not very blonde, or it doesn't look like it when it's wet. I guess we'll see, but it doesn't look like it's like super blonde at the ends, but I mean, you can definitely tell that it's lighter at the ends than at the top, which is right here. So it does kind of fade down, and it's not completely even. There are darker chunks and lighter chunks, but I kind of like the effect that that gives. You're looking at the underside right now, so I'm gonna flip it over. Is the top, or like the not underside, I don't know how you would say that, but yeah, so this is how it looks. I think I did a pretty good job of fading the color up. It doesn't look too abrupt or too choppy, so I'm pretty happy with that. I just wish it would have gotten a little lighter at the ends because I really wanted it to be like super blonde. I guess I would have to leave it on for much longer than I did. If I was really trying to make this perfect, I would go back and put more bleach on and leave it on longer on just the very tips. But I don't want to waste my product on just a test run. So I'm just going to leave it like this and see how it looks when it's dry. Okay, so here I am with the finished product, but it's not exactly the complete finished product because the hair is actually still a little bit damp because I just let it air dry. I didn't blow dry or straighten it. This is just after air drying for a little while, and I just kind of threw it on my head any old way and kind of did like a little quickie just so I could see what it would look like. So it's not really installed correctly, but I just wanted to be able to kind of get a feel for what it would look like. So this is what I'm working with, and the sun has already gone down, so I couldn't show you in natural lighting, but it didn't really get very light. It kind of lightened up to this like caramel, like light brown, honey blonde type color. If you guys can see that, this isn't the best lighting to really get a true feel of the color, but I mean, it gets the idea across of being an ombre look. It's just not very light at the bottom. So if I were to do this again, like on some actual nice hair, I would make sure to really lighten it some more at the bottom. I could go back over this and do the ends again if I really wanted them lighter, but since this is just a trial run, I don't really want to waste product like that, so I'm just going to leave it like this. And I kind of deep conditioned it and stuff to try to like save the hair so that I could actually wear it. So I think I'll be able to wear it for maybe a few days. But yeah, so I just tried to kind of blend my hair into it, and I did it up to the perfect length so that my real hair doesn't start clashing with the lighter hair, because obviously my real hair would not blend with the lighter hair. So I did it up to the perfect length of where my real hair would start. And yeah, I just wish it was a little bit lighter, but I mean, it's okay for a practice run. But yeah, I'm going to try and take pictures of it when it's all styled and everything so you can get a true look of how it really turned out. And I'm going to take pictures in natural lighting so you can see like the true color. And I'll post those pictures on my Instagram and probably also on my Tumblr blog. So if you guys want to see pictures of like the true outcome of it, you should check that probably tomorrow. And so I'll put the links to my Instagram and to my Tumblr in the down bar. So you should definitely check those out if you want to see like a better picture of the true final product, since like I said, it is still a little bit damp right now and I didn't really style it. But yeah, so that's basically it. I think the experiment went pretty well. It's not perfect, like I said. I wish it was a little bit lighter, and you know, I wish this hair wasn't so ratty like I always say, but hey, it's my experiment hair, so whatever. But overall, I think the experiment went pretty well. Like I said, check out my Instagram and my Tumblr later on for better pictures of it. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Bye. She's been washed and conditioned. Oh my gosh, my feet are burning on the patio. This is not a pleasant feeling. The hair hanging off the edge of the tub, and as you can subscribe to be updated of new videos, like this video for more like this one, check out my online clothing store, find me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, and thank you for watching.